Hello and welcome to the Mattniverse. Today we're going to further explore HiveSwap Friendsim. Now we move on to Volume 11 of Pals and Promises Made and Broken. Not any idea what any of that means, but I'm sure we will find out. Another night. Another long walk. Despite the blisters, you have started to feel truly optimistic. You got a lot going for you these days. True, you're still technically a castaway on a hostile planet with absolutely no hope of rescue. But if you're completely honest, Earth was pretty shitty too. Sure, 98% of everyone here is a psychopath who would rip your face off as soon as you look at you, but it's like the other 2% that are really gonna make it all worth it. Which is kind of your friends. I mean, this person already, Lynura, with all those knives, I'm not sure that's good. That's probably falling into the 98%. This dude, I don't know. He's iffy. I mean, a lot of piercing people, I don't know. I don't know why people get so many piercings like that. It just, to me, it's like, why? Why do you need all that? I don't know. But I guess we'll go with Malik today for our 21st friend. And maybe you're pushing your luck at this point. A reasonable person would just hit up one of their many new friends and find a place to crash. But the night is young, so to speak, and you have a good feeling about this particular desolate stretch of road. You're just wondering where you should hide out for the day, when a long car pulls up next to you on the street. You hunch your shoulders and keep walking, hoping they're just here for the scenery. But you are literally the scenery here. So when the back door opens and two trolls lumber towards you, you cannot say you're surprised. Oh, okay, so I guess I'm gonna be forcefully thrown into a limo. It's cool though. It's a nice limo. I'll give them that. So that's a good place to hide. So you are a little surprised when they grab a hold of one of your arms and drag you into the car. Up until now you have found trolls to be surprisingly chatty. You aren't expecting the assault and ask questions later approach. The car takes off when you have time to catch your breath. Or before you have time. Close enough. You will never catch that breath. It blocks behind you now. It's loose, and here you are without your breath face to face with a troll who's leaning back to his bench seat. Just straight chillin'. The dome light glints off his blue eyes, and what someone less hip than you might describe as way too many piercings. Like I said, yes, exactly. He has them in his ears, nose, and eyebrow. He has a couple in his horn. His hair is shaved in a daring undercut, and his teeth are sharp. There he is. Hey. Hey yourself, asshole. Hey. Do I start this off being rude, or do I just say hey? Yeah, whatever. We'll go back to the other ones anyways. You murmur a hello while trying not to meet those alarming blue eyes, because although you've amassed quite a cache of high blood hoes, okay, you know what blue typically means for you. Yikes o'clock. You don't have the idea of throwing yourself out of a moving vehicle, but you also don't love being stuck inside of one with a high blood. And his past evidence has shown that although wild acts of foolhardy daring end in pain and embarrassment, you might not actually been killed yet. If you hadn't died then, you probably won't die now. That is 100% how probability works. You open the door, and before the troll of his ruffians have a chance to protest, you ollie out there. You were right, you don't die, but it sucks. So apparently I jumped out of the car. That's, ow, right in the face. Sweet planet, yep. Well, I was not expecting that to be the ending already. That was fast, extremely fast. Well, there you go. So now we're gonna move on to the other one. I guess that makes sense now. I always forget that blue bloods are high bloods. I don't remember the order. It's a good thing he does, because I don't. So hey yourself, asshole. Oh, damn. Some of your newfound self-confidence just bubbled out like a spit up from an infant. This is gonna go bad fast. But instead of immediately murdering you, he looks you up and down, checking you out in all your ragged glory. He smiles, slow and lazy. It does things to your guts. Friendship things. What? His smile stretches wider, going slightly lopsided from his piercing. He looks like he likes what he sees, even if what he sees is just you being a rude bitch. Fair. I did just get my boys to drag you off the streets. I get how that equals a little not chill. Sorry about that. I'm Malik. Malik doesn't look too scary, or too sorry. It's not scary. I'm sure he wants to be scary, just not sorry. But you're distracted by one of his boys, who is looking at you through a familiar pair of eyes hidden behind a fall of dark bangs. Oh, ain't that Meat Man? Hey, Damon. Hey, I was wondering if you remembered me. Remember? You doubt you'll ever forget, even with extensive therapy. I know, or I hate those long little dashes. Always make me think it's an I. Yeah, sorry about the cloak and laser bullshit. Just don't let anybody else get their fawns from you first. You know? Wow, he was looking for you? Like, specifically? For sure, dude. I've been following you. Really? You feel like you would have noticed someone like him. He doesn't exactly blend in. Malik holds up his palm husk with the Chitter app open. You recognize your own profile. Your follower count has gone up significantly since the last time you checked. Right. So everyone equals going on about this new Chitter account, Alien Invasion of One. Figure it equal a publicity stunt or imperial propaganda. Understanding and uninteresting, not worth my time. But then I started thinking, what if it's not? If this genuinely equals an invasion, how the hell have you survived this long? The drone should have obliterated a coal-bait son of a bitch like you right away. That's literally what I said. They should have taken your hornless head off paragrees ago. They haven't. Why? Equals what I kept asking myself. Then I figured out how you must be doing it. Without meaning to, you lean toward him. Have you finally found someone who understands and appreciates just how terrific you are at friendship maneuvers? Who really gets your area of study? You're a robot. Oh, god damn it. Not even close. But he's so obviously and avidly interested in that, well, you tell a little tiny fib. Oh no, don't say it. No, I'm a robot. Hell yeah. Hey, this is kinda crazy. I didn't know you were a robot. Wild. I guess it makes sense though. You did have a sixth sense for meat and where to find it. Kind of. I suppose that's true. It's good to see you again, Diamond. Mala looks intrigued. A meat tracker? That equals interesting. Sure. You hope he doesn't try to test that functionality. You doubt you have any other meat miracle in you. But all he does is keep giving you piercing looks in between texting furiously. Then he snaps a photo of you. Oh no, he's not gonna post that on Chitter. #robot. You can't be a hashtag. Everyone will know you're lying and blow up your cover. Not to mention your mentions. Don't worry about that. Social media gives me hives. I have a gorgle. I thought that's not how they spelled that before. I don't know. I have a gorgle alert set for certain combinations of words. After Zebra's place, you're kind of expecting another lavish palace, but when you get out of the car, you see that Malik isn't indigo. He's cerulean, like Olward and Ramil, and that one girl who kept boys in cages. Was that Amicia? Was Amicia cerulean? I don't remember. That's the only person I could think of. Either that or they're talking about the first one. I don't really remember her name. Also, you're starting to think people's hive is more to do with taste than caste. Amicia had a homely little art studio, and Tagora had all those vases and shit. Before he leads you inside the apartment building, Malik turns to Diamond and the other low blood and starts messing around on his palm husk again. Nice job, guys. I'm rerouting a Cynthian drone shipment as we speak. Triaf, I'm sending it. Triaf? I don't know. I'm sending you those DVDs you wanted. They'll be at your hive when you arrive. The Bronze Blood Ruffian bows to Malik. I guess that was his name. Okay. He looks a little uncomfortable and pats him awkwardly on the arm. And Diamond, I'll send your shit to, that shrub that you live in. Thanks, man. You know, my offer still stands. A couple of extra coops, I guess, if you get sick of living rough. Diamond shrugs. Thanks, but I can't be tied down. Nice to see you again. I see you too, Diamond. It's good. Oh my god, this guy is a mess. Someone does not clean his dishes. Wow. Alright. You and Malik ride the elevator all the way up to the top floor of the hive stem, and it leads you into a surprisingly tasteful loft apartment. Come on, my shit equals upstairs. Okay. Isn't the whole apartment his shit? Yeah, technically. Let's go upstairs though. Alright. More mess. Yeah, I kinda figured that. He brings you up to a higher level that has a Recuper-kun shoved against one wall and a couch shoved against another. But they are both afterthoughts to just an ungodly amount of computer shit. Right when you got here, you probably wouldn't have been able to tell that that's what it was. But now you're used to Alternia's weird bug tech. Squishy and organic and almost certainly alive. And at least in the way the planets are alive. The plants, not planets. Though a couple of wires in there are most definitely slithering. Malik sits down in front of one of his screens and wakes up a single swipe with his claws. And gestures you lazily into one of the several office chairs. It squeaks as you sit down and sinks a little under your weight. What, am I that fat? Wow. I mean, I don't know what he's been eating since he's been here. Who knows? He'd probably be really skinny though. He probably doesn't eat much. There's not much to find. He proceeds to ignore you and type a list of commands into a text box. Then he pushes himself across to another screen when an alert flashes up in one corner. You know what this is all adding up to. He's an IT guy. No, I prefer to be called... Oh. Shit. Huh? I have this joke I do where someone calls me a hacker and I say, I prefer the term informational specialist. But now that equals ruined. Oh shit. Hacker was totally your next guess. You could do it again. Nah. Moment's gone. No worries. So he's a hacker. That's pretty cool and subversive. You wonder if he's part of Tizia's secret anti-government movement. You almost ask, then you stop yourself at the last second. Whatever Tizia's anarchist leanings are, you aren't going to blab them to this rando Cerulean. As much as you love to meet new friends, you really aren't about to throw one under the scuttle buggy for no reason. Yeah, not a lot of blues get down on this shit of the sorta thing. Goldbloods are better with tech. They got that living battery noise. You know how it goes. All the Goldbloods you met have been, well, as Daha did have the scouter thing and Kumprum hacked a phone, or something. Whatever. It was a while ago. Zabid mostly just liked fanfic. Yeah, he did. Interesting. You'd think they would have programmed you with cultural stereotypes. Huh? Oh, right. You're a robot. You wonder how a robot is supposed to act. You sit up straighter and think about circuit boards. Malik messes around some more on his computer and frowns. Then he frowns some more. Then he reaches down and picks up one of the thick purple wires from a mess on the ground. He pauses. Apparently he isn't sure where to stick it. He glances down and you cross your legs before you can pull your dress up and start searching for external ports. Because nope, not happening, dude. You don't have any network connections, so I've got to use an Ethernet. Don't be lame. You weren't trying to be lame. You just don't want to try things in orifices. Eventually you compromise and let him stick it under your armpit like you are a baby having your temperature taken. You watch him tap away on a screen, marveling at the ludicrous choices you've made in your life that lead up to a troll sticking a wire under your armpit because you can't find your Wi-Fi signal. You sit there as his brow furrows further and his frown gets more pronounced. His annoyance bounces him out of his laid-back, cool guy attitude. A blinking purple light flashes on his piercings. Fuck! Maybe my tech isn't compatible. One of the wires is coming towards you, and for more than a second you think finally found a piece of technology that is actually alive. But then you see a little flicker of movement at one end of it and realize that it's a white snake with beady, intelligent eyes. Ah, a Lucis. Don't be scared, he won't hurt you. He's just checking everything out. Of course not. Why would you be afraid of a giant snake winding up your legs? Everything is really about your legs. You need to get a pair of pants. Yeah, you do. Why don't you have any? Is this snake checking you for artificial parts? Are snakes particularly sensitive to technology? Is it because they're long? Weird. This equals a radical situation. I have no idea what to make of you, dude. You feel like such a dickhead. Can you really continue to let this lie? Tell him you are a special kind of robot his instruments can't detect. I'm not a robot. Well, let's go with this one. You brace yourself. In your experience, dealing with the fallout of your deceptions is never pleasant. You expect him to throw you out, or at least get a snake to your face. Instead, Malik just sags back into his desk chair, which settles with a depressed little squeal. He takes his glasses off and drops them onto the desk, palming at his hand. It strikes you at how exhausted he looks. He thought the dark smudges were eyeliner, but they might be eyeliner and despair. You wonder if now is the time to start apologizing. You are getting really good at apologies. It's chill. I was the one who grabbed you off the street. You were probably scared of what I'd do to you if you weren't what I'd hoped you were. Well, more like you were worried about the friend opportunity that would swirl down the drain. But yeah, okay. You were also a little scared. You still are. It's a total body-encompassing ambient fear that is always buzzing in the background of everything you do on Alternia. So subliminal that sometimes you wonder if it's the total opposite, the complete absence of fear. That equals deep, man. In retrospect, it equals pretty fucking stupid to assume a robot is going to solve my problems. Very true. In your limited experience, mo robots, mo problems. Yeah, it was just something new, you know? Something I haven't tried yet. What is exactly that he's trying so hard to do? It seems to be pretty well off. What with hacking drones and shit like that, Malik laughs. Yeah, hacking drones. That equals all just bullshit. His Lucis curls around his ankle affectionately. He gives him a little nudge. His palm musk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket and looks at it for a couple of seconds. I can't deal with this right now. Come on. He heads down the lower floor, waiting a little at the bottom of the steps to see if you are following. You are, albeit nervously. You are having a hard time reading Malik. Maybe it's all the piercings. It gets worse when he calls the elevator and then stands back. After you. You expect swinging blades to come out at you, but they don't. And you expect Malik to attack, but he doesn't. He just slumps moodily back against the elevator wall and closes his eyes. His palm husk rings again and his jaws tense. The elevator goes past the lobby, then it goes past the basement, and the sub-basement. Fuck! What's the sub of a sub-basement? Sub-basement? Dude, what? You didn't even get it. The sub-basement, is what I called it, is just a square, dungeon-like space. Damp trickling down the walls. Damp trickling down the walls? Okay. Your stomach crumbles and your heart bounces up into your throat. Oh no! Is this Malik's cerulean murder dungeon? A phantom pain presses against your ribs and arm. Oh boy, but Malik just leads you through a gap in the wall that you intentionally took for a shadow. It opens into a tunnel, if I can say this right, with rough stone walls and dirt-covered floor. It's clearly man-made, or troll-made. The air grows damper and the sound of rushing water gets closer and closer. What the heck? The heck is that behind the wall? Oh boy. You emerge from the tunnel and find yourself at the bank of a wide underground river. Malik sits down at the edge of the overlook. Sit down. Sorry, this equals not as comfortable as the loft. Oh man, Malik brought you down to a special place? I don't know if I'd call it special, but it equals a place I come a lot. You sit down next to him, you get how this could be pretty zen, just watching the dark water flow by. The walls glow with an eerie bioluminescence, digging craters underneath Malik's tired eyes. Also, he pulls his phone out and shows you the screen. No husk signal. This equals the only place I can really unplug. Kinda relaxing, you know? Oh yeah, you imagine the demands of being an information specialist could really put a dent in your chill. Yeah. You sit there with a rock digging into your ass. Why do you not move it? Like, why? And allow yourself to appreciate just how deep this gesture of trust really is. Even after you lied to him, he wants to tell you his life story. Fuck, you love life stories. You ask him exactly what he wants with your not-existent robot laurels. He said something about reprogramming drones, didn't he? Could he be part of the resistance? What? Oh, you mean all that low-blood right stuff? Nah. What even equals the point? That's a great way to get cold. But he helped Diamond and that other little guy. Yeah, but they're cool, and I was paying them for services rendered. Roughing you up. He nudges you with his elbow. Yeah, thanks. So far I've been able to do equals reroute delivery drones. Just some weak sauce shit like that. That equals is a pretty pathetic way to fuck up the system. You aren't sure you get what he's about. Why care about fucking up the system if you don't want revolution? I guess I wouldn't mind revolution. Alternia equals alright. Well, for me it equals alright. Not for everybody. I'm not so fucking myopic to think that have it better than a lot of trolls, and I'm not one of those bulge biters who wank off about the sanctity of the blood, and how low bloods deserve what they get. They don't. It blows. I don't blame them for feeling bad or whatever, I just got to worry about myself. That equals all I got for energy. All I got energy for, close enough. Just mix up a word or two. Well, he does seem to be doing pretty okay, like, he has that sweet pad. Right, yeah, for half a sweet maybe. Then it all equals gone. Everything I've worked for, and I'm up in motherfucking space. Right, the space war. Sounds like a huge drag. Yeah, dude. He tosses a rock into the dark water below. But that equals the plan, right? If I own the drones, I own the whole system. I own the Harris. They'd all be playing my game with my rules. He glints his eyes glint in the semi-darkness, and so does the little hint of fang when he smiles. His piercings light up like tiny points of fire. You tell him that sure sounds like revolution talk to you. Also, possibly villain talk. He grins like you're flattering him. Of course, why not? Right. But I'm sweeps away from that, and other hackers won't. I mean, I work alone. I'm not a fucking psionic. I can't use mind, honey. It won't kill me the way it would a Rusty, but I definitely get the runs. And I don't have sweeps. I have months. Maybe pedigrees. You ask him if he thinks things are gonna really be bad for him up there in space. Like I said, not a psychic, so no one equals gonna turn me into a battery. They'll make me a fucking soldier, or a spy. What about his hacker skills? Oh yeah, check out all my illegal activities. Please give me a good assignment. Hell no. Yeah, he couldn't really put that on his resume. If I was a high blood, I could get away with it probably, or they might actually think it was cute if I was a low blood. But midcast equals like, no way. Fuck, there's gotta be something. He pulls out his palm husk and starts frantically tapping away. Wait, you thought he didn't have any signal down here? Yeah, but I got a Wi-Fi hotspot. What am I? Some kind of fucking looted? Whatever the hell that is. He gestures to one of his earrings. You aren't sure if he means his jewelry is the Wi-Fi spot, or if it's a troll gesture for, you are an idiot. Hey buddy, you said you were gonna unplug. That's important to your mental health, isn't it? Getting off the internet once in a while. You can't really speak for yourself, since you've only recently became an internet celeb. Malik waves you away. You make a grab for his palm husk. You aren't honestly sure why. Maybe you're trying to be flirty or playful or some shit, because everybody knows there's nothing more flirty and playful than stealing people's stuff. Bitches love that. You manage to snatch it away, but your floppy fingers fumble it and you lose a grip. Oh god. Malik's phone sails over the edge of the bank and into the dark waters below. That splashes the sound of your doom. Malik stares at the water, then he stares at you. His mouth moves soundlessly. You threw my tech in the water. Malik puts his hand on your shoulder. Somehow, against all possible odds, he's still gonna be chill. Wow. What a guy! Oh, no. You hit the water before you know what's happening. It isn't freezing, but it sure as hell isn't balmy either. The current grabs you and tugs you under. Your knees and elbows scrape rocks and your dress tangles around your legs and makes it hard to kick back toward the surface. The water is so dark you don't even know where the surface is. Just when you're making peace with that fact in your grave, you're going to be a watery one, something grabs you from behind and hauls you upward. You gasp for air, you gasp down air, choking in more water than anything else. Two strong hands push you up onto the bank, then begin smacking you on the back. You don't think it'll help with cough up water, but you think it's gonna bruise. My bad, dude. That was a reflex. He's got more piercings. How great. God, man. You threw my shit in the water, so I threw yours. You just threw me. So you called me shit? Wow. Are you okay? You hack up one more gasp of water and give Malik a thumbs up. He's as wet as you are, hair slicking back off his forehead. It makes his eyes look huge and impossibly blue. He jumped in to save your clumsy ass. His shirt is gone, and hey, now you know the location of two more of his piercings. You apologize for grabbing his phone. In retrospect, you should not have tried to be cute at the edge of a river. Yeah, you don't have to try. I mean, fuck. Malik flushes. Right now you just look like a drowned squawk beast. Sorry I fucked up your rumpus robe. I'll lend you something. Cool, you're kind of over this dress anyway. Yeah, you are. Hey. Malik twists his claw together. You aren't gonna tell people what I said earlier. I mean, not afraid to go off planet? I just, you know. This time you know, this time you do now. Or you do know, not now, Jesus. What is wrong with me? Can't read. You tell him his secret is safe with him, and if you find any actual robots in your travel, you'll send them his way. Thanks. Here. He helps you up to your feet. Damn, it's cold down here. I'll get you something when we get back upstairs, as long as you don't mind wearing my sign. You can't think of anything you'd like more, honestly. There we go. Friendship! Awesome. He just looks a lot weirder like that with the circly head going on, but finally. It's a good thing we actually got the friend path on that one. I'm surprised that he got chill over the fact of me throwing his phone into the water. I mean, that works. I'm cool with that, but I wasn't expecting that. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm a robot, and yes, tell him you are a special kind of robot his instruments cannot detect. You're in this to win this. You're riding it out to the end. You tell him that you are actually the latest model spy bot from your alien government. You are so advanced that you are indistinguishably from the real thing. Indistinguishable, not indistinguishably. Seriously, you aren't supposed to tell anyone, but you're telling him, since he's so rad. This is terrible. You just promised yourself the other day that you'd stop lying to make yourself look good, or in this case, make yourself look like a robot. Besides, he's never gonna go buy it. I knew it. There equals no other explanation. Fascinating. He leans in close enough so you almost tip up backward off the chair. He catches your arm. You're surprisingly strong for a skinny nerd, though you really shouldn't be surprised anymore. Size doesn't correlate to strength with trolls, necessarily. His skin is chilly and his nails press dense into the skin of your arm. It hurts, but not enough to shake him off. He looks at you seriously. What? Does he think your eyes are USB ports? You apologize that your robot specs are not the right ones. Malik breaks out of his trance and lets go of your arm. Are you kidding? What am I, some sort of script wriggler? This rules. I'm gonna be the first to crack you. Yikes. You half expect him to take out some sort of torture screwdriver and start prying you open. Instead it gives you another one of those unreasonably flirty smiles. When I'm done with you, I'm gonna own your entire system. Whoa. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? With that, he takes off down the stairs, jumping the last few and vanishing down into the kitchen. You are left there blinking at his after image. It sounded like he was hitting on you back there, but then he just pranced down the stairs like a bejeweled antelope. Okay. You creep down to the kitchen to find him pulling things out of cabinets, opening the fridge with his toes, then slamming it shut with a hard kick so that all the stuff on top rattles. His palm husk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket, answering it and spitting a bunch of jargon at the person on the other end. He does all this while rooting around in the drawer of cutlery, talking loud enough to be heard over the rattling. All you know about hacking is that it's usually done by a bunch of old greasy dudes with glasses and Dorito dust on their fingers. Not every one of them I think eats Doritos, but Doritos are good, I'll give them that. Usually there's a girl and she's hot. You aren't sure which trope Malik is yet. Possibly a combination of them all? Which he yells at somebody over the phone about blockchain. You take the time to wonder, rather sheepishly, how many other piercings he has and which body parts of his body it is. Close enough. I haven't tried fucking with robots yet, really. So far I've only reprogrammed drones remotely. You realize blatantly that he's no longer on the phone. Belatedly, I guess. That he's no longer on the phone is instead talking to you. Alright, he mentioned something about that earlier with Diamond, hacking into drones to reroute their delivery routes. Yeah, rerouting equals easy. I got almost all my gear that way. All that stuff equals reserved for blues. Wait, isn't Malik a blue? He laughs and puts a pan on the stove. As if, sure, cerulean equals blue but barely. Every indigo you meet equals gonna make sure you know it. You want to ask him if you want help with anything, but you barely know how to cook when you're on your own planet. He pauses with 2 eggs above a mixing bowl. Yeah, you like clucked beast embryos? What now? He cracks the egg. The yolks are purple and runny. Your stomach squirms uncomfortably. Oh boy. Oh, my bad. Can you even eat? What? Oh yeah, robot. Of course you can eat. It wouldn't be a very clever disguise if you couldn't eat, right? Although now that he mentions it, yeah, you really haven't been eating as much as you did on Earth. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. He hasn't really gotten much food since, there's not much food to be had, and you don't know what anything is or what it tastes like. So, it's all interesting. The meals you have had are few or far between, but you aren't even that hungry. Weird. Oh god, what if you are a robot? Plot twist! Malik is not privy to your existential crisis and therefore keeps cracking eggs. Cluck beast embryos. God, troll words are so ridiculous. Not really. No language equals inherently any more ridiculous than any other, subjectively. They really should have reprogrammed that in when they taught you to read Alternian. What? Nobody taught you how to read? You're on Chitter. All your chirps are Alternian. Let me see your palm husk. He holds out a hand for your phone. His nails are painted a shimmery black, and he has one of those thick rings that could double as a brass knuckle. You tell him that you figured you just had the palm husk on Earth setting, but of course that makes no sense. Nobody here knows about Earth or about English, for that matter. You're pretty sure it's not even the most commonly spoken Earth language. Nope, no translation software running. And this equals good old-fashioned Alternian. Well, it's not old-fashioned. It's contemporary. That's an idiom. So, see, if you weren't a robot, this would have been really weird. Well, it equals kinda weirdo if you were a robot. But your Alternian equals perfect. You want to tell him that your Alternian is no way perfect. You have literally no idea what is going on. Oh god, what's up with that face? But before you get words out, Yeah, it does say terrific. A terrific crash comes from somewhere above you. Malik drops your palm husk into the bowl of Cluck Beast embryos. Dang, well there goes your palm husk. Fuck, drones. Shit, you don't need this right now. You, a fake robot, have no choice against a real robot, with lasers. Even worse, Malik rounds on you, lips drawn back from his teeth. You, this equals your fucking fault. This must have been, they must have been tracked you here. God. No other way they could find this place. I'm off the grid. You try to point out that Malik that maybe your drones are mad about all that hacking business, but he isn't listening to you. He's shoving his palm husk into his pocket and making a leap for the kitchen window. Fuck, can you survive a 10-story drop? You aren't sure. One thing's for sure though, you can't. Oh, he's got a hoverboard, how nice. Well, I guess that's another piercing. He has one on his tongue also. But yeah, I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm hanging out the window. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. Oh, well, that's one way to end it, but there you go. That's all of them. All 3 choices. Oh boy, what fun. It actually wasn't bad though. That was pretty cool. Another lie that I shouldn't have told. I shouldn't have said I was a robot, but the true path was me really telling him the truth. And then throwing his phone into the water, which was kind of stupid. I mean, yeah, I guess he did say he was trying to be, you know, away from technology for that time, but then having an earring that apparently is a Wi-Fi hotspot, which is pretty cool, by the way. It's why, if you're trying to be off the grid. But, oh well. Very interesting either way. But I did make a new friend, for now, and he might give me some new clothes, which is actually very good, because I need a new one. I thought that rumpus robe was something I got out of a long time ago. Because when I was the friend with the singer, she gave me new clothes. I thought I could use some clothes that she had. But, I don't know, I guess that didn't happen. I guess I was still, for some reason, in my rumpus robe. I don't know why. It's really weird, but oh well. It all worked out in the end, so I got a new friend. And now I gotta figure out what the other friend is that has all the knives above her head. Not sure why, but she's gonna be interesting, I'm sure. Alright, so thank you for joining me for this adventure. I'll see you guys for the next adventure. Bye.